Welcome to this quick video on creating tasks from chat messages in Microsoft Teams. So if you've had a look at any of the previous videos on this channel, we've had a look at creating tasks from emails in different clients like Microsoft Outlook and Google Gmail. And you can also create tasks directly from chat messages as well. So if you've been sent a load of messages like I do and they just get lost in your chats, especially as they start getting bigger and bigger and you get chats from different meetings and stuff like that, and you just want to be reminded that you need to do a task, you can easily create a task directly from that message. There's also some other things you can do as well, and I'll have a quick look at those at the end if you want to dive in and automate your processes even more, depending on what apps you are using in Microsoft Teams. So let's get started here. I'm in Microsoft Teams. I'm looking at chat conversation right now. And there's a please review the timeline and come back to me by the end of the day. Now, ignore the date on there. What I want to do is just create this into a quick planner task so then I'll be reminded that I need to do this piece of work. So if I just highlight it and then click on that three dots. Now, depending on what your options are, what type of messages, you might see some different things. In here, I'm going to go to more actions. And then you can see in my more actions, I've got create a planner task. So I'm going to click on create a planner task. And that's going to open up for me. You can see it's opened up there. It does sometimes take a little bit of time to come through. It may be my network as well. But you can see I've got the option to create it in private tasks or stick it somewhere else. I'm going to leave it in private tasks because something I need to do. I've got a priority label on there, and I can also select a due date so that the system does then remind me to get this piece of work done. I can see the chat message and I can see the link as well, which will take me directly to that message so that I know if I need any more information or if I need to grab anything else from the chat, then I can have it all within that one task. And this is going to get reminded of me. So I'm going to just put in tomorrow as a reminder, and then I'm going to click on add task. You could see there as well, I was able to change the actual title of the task as well if you want to make it a little bit more understandable if you're going to go back and you're going to get reminded about this, because remember the actual message is in the information of the task as well. And then you can go to your planner task in many different ways. You can open up the planner directly from the 9 dots. You can go into the planner via Teams. So let me just go and 3 dots and go into planner. If you've got yours pinned on the left hand side, you don't need to do that. Otherwise, if you go into the 3 dots, you will find, and then the tasks will be in here. Now, it's currently opened up my plans. So if I use this little icon here to open up my planner into private tasks, you can see right there at the top, that's where it is. It's created it for me. It's got a due date, so it's going to keep annoying me if I haven't done it. And then when I'm done, I can just click on the tick box and mark it as complete. And like I said, if I go into that task, I'll have a look at all of that detail. You can see across, you can see quick look options, view notes and stuff like that. I can see all of the details, which is a really nice bit of functionality. I can even make some more changes, update the progress now that it's actually in Planner, and do other things with it, set a repetition if I need to, and all of that great stuff. And I've still got all of that detail down at the bottom. So a really quick and easy way to get some a task, a piece of work that you need to do into your planner, so it will remind you, you will not forget about it, it will not get lost in the rest of your chats, and it just helps a little bit with that automation of your daily work. Remember, if you put it for today's date, it will go into my day as well, where you can see that on the left hand side in planner, and you can see what's going on for your day and what you need to focus on at that point. So that will come up tomorrow as I've put tomorrow's date on it. Just going back into chat to finish this one off then, I did mention there are other automations you can do depending on what other applications you use within Teams. So this will be very specific to your role and your tenant or your version of Teams. But if I go back into that chat message, back into those 3 dots and back into more actions, you'll see I have create new action at the bottom. And then if I do that, I can actually open up this new screen called workflows. And this will allow me to automate in different ways, depending on what sort of activities I want to do and what, like I said, what applications I might use. because you can see Asana at the bottom. Now, if I've got an Asana integration going on with Teams, then I can use things like that. And this just allows you to set them up so that you can then go into the three dots. You can do this quite nicely. So you can do a follow up on a message, and you can actually see the application that is relevant there. You can see the icons. Find a meeting time with the sender. So that's going to link into Outlook really nicely for you. So you can automate that process, send a message to OneNote, create a planner task from a message. We've already kind of got that one in there. So that's absolutely fine. And that's the old planner icon. And then you can just see, if you scroll down, you can see lots of different things, depending on whether you've got links to Slack and Google Tasks, Asana, Trello, all sorts of stuff. And you've got options at the bottom for more workflows. So I'll probably do another video at some point just diving into some of those really key examples. But I wanted to keep this one nice and short and just really focus on creating that task from that chat message so that you can then track and be reminded to complete it. And then you won't forget to go in and do that. And it's nice and automated. So one to really have a play around with if you use Microsoft Teams in your personal or in your work life. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what videos you'd like me to record next.